Hi Awakened Ones, welcome to the channel where we dive into all things spiritual. I'm Ajna and today I will be talking about retreats. Have you ever thought about going to a retreat or seen ads about them and wondered if you should go? Well, then this video is for you. I will share my experience, my honest opinion, and tell you whether or not I think it's worth it. So before we get into what we did at the retreat, I want to be honest. I was really nervous about going on this retreat and a bit frightened about going, you know. I was going to share a room with a complete stranger, and being an introvert, that's already pretty scary enough. Also, this retreat was about transformation, so I knew there was a big possibility that we were going to discuss, personal information, again, with strangers. And I just don't feel comfortable crying in front of people, so there's that. Plus, I was worried, are these women going to be nice? Are they going to be catty? Will I feel comfortable enough to open up even, But my intuition was telling me that I should go, so I just stuffed down my fears and I did it. So I recently went to my first retreat called Metamorphoses. It was a women's retreat hosted by Gabby and Madeline. Madeline is awesome. She is the most intuitive person I've ever met, and she also has so much spiritual knowledge to share, especially when it comes to yoga. Gabby, she's wild, she's fun, she's full of life, and she specializes in shadow work, which is a form of inner work that was created by the psychiatrist Carl Jung. It involves working with emotions and desires that we feel or we're told that are bad or unacceptable. But I will make another video that talks more about shadow work because I really do believe that it is important for spiritual growth. But together, Gabby and Madeline were just really loving. They helped make the space feel really safe for us and give us the opportunity to open up and transform. It was really lovely. The retreat took place in this gorgeous cabin in the beautiful mountains of Fraser, Colorado. I mean, the views were amazing. I mean, just look at those views. Anyways, Metamorphoses was about transformation and not playing it small and following your intuition. And honestly, the retreat could not have come at a more perfect time. I was just feeling kind of stuck. I knew I wanted to do something more, but I didn't even know what that was or where to even start. So when the Metamorphoses retreat popped up on my Instagram feed, I was like, I gotta do this. I mean, I was just compelled to go. So what did we even do on these retreats? Well, we would wake up early, we would practice some yoga, breath work, and meditate together. The breath works would consist of Kapalbhati or breath of fire. We also did Brahmari or hummingbird breath. The meditations consisted of some inner child work, some shadow work, and even some of Joe Dispenza's meditation. And if you don't know what any of those things are that I just said, it is fine. It's a lot of information and I will cover them in other videos later. But it's important and I really do want you guys to learn about it. So after the meditations, we would share our experience, basically what came up, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried a lot in these discussions. I mean, it's amazing the amount of stuff I had repressed in my subconscious. After the meditations, we would have breakfast together, and Liza was our chef for the weekend, and she is awesome. The food was absolutely incredible, and I really have to give a shout out to her because let me just tell you, the pictures just don't do it justice. So thank you so much, Liza, for feeding us and feeding us healthy, delicious food. It was great. I appreciate it. Also, other things we did, we danced, we went swimming in this incredible lake. We found what our true values were, which is super important when you're manifesting. We also did some deep connecting work. So basically we stared into each other's eyes, which sounds really scary and it was uncomfortable at first, I have to admit, but it was such a powerful and beautiful practice that I really think that everyone should give it a chance and try it with their loved ones. Although this was my first retreat, I know it won't be my last. I mean, it was such a transformational experience and one I'll remember for the rest of my life. I mean, it helped me listen to my intuition, it helped me to follow things that made me happy. It even helped me step outside my own comfort zone to do this channel. I mean, you know, there are different types of retreats out there, and if you've been having the urge to go to one or you've been having some reservation, I think this is your sign. I mean, it's time for you to face your fear and get outside your comfort zone and just give yourself a chance. Retreats give you an opportunity to explore the deeper parts of yourself and meet some incredible people along the way. I mean, if your intuition is telling you to go to one, I think you should listen to it. I think too often we don't do things out of fear and we end up missing out on so many amazing opportunities and experiences. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you've learned something new, and more importantly, I hope that it helps you on your spiritual journey. I'll see you next time.
Okay.